Welcome, Invest Divas, and future millionaire divas. Today, we are going to talk about estate planning 101. Whether you have 50 bucks to your name or $10 million. My guest today is Blake Harris. He is my personal estate planning attorney, and he's here to give you 5 easy steps to get started with your estate planning journey.
Do not leave your money to your children. Instead, leave it to a trust. Kiana, do you want to guess what the average cost is for a 1-month stay in a nursing home? And finally, estate planning tip number 5, work with a professional.
My name is Kiana Danial. I'm a best-selling author and the founder of the Invest Diva movement, where our mission is to help 1 million moms take control of their financial future and create generational wealth by the year 2025. So estate planning is something that really is going to fall under what we teach. I hope you enjoy this session. Now let's go say hi to Blake. Super excited to have you here on the Invest Diva movement, because a lot of people are having this misunderstanding that they shouldn't be estate planning because they don't have money. But not only you say that everybody needs to do estate planning, but you also have 5 amazing tips for people to get started. So please take the stage.
All right, sounds good. Well, let's start with estate planning tip number 1. Do not leave money to your children. I know this sounds counterintuitive. I know many might contact me because they want to leave money to their children, but don't do that. And here's why. Your children can lose it. They could get sued. They could cause a car accident. They could go through a divorce. Do not leave your money to your children. Instead, leave it to a trust. A trust will never cause a car accident. A trust could never get divorced, but a trust can keep your money protected for your children and grandchildren and generations to come. So estate planning tip number 1, do not leave money to your children. Estate planning tip number 2, plan for your incapacity. The majority of us will be incapacitated at some point. You are actually 10 times more likely to be incapacitated in the next year than you are to pass away. By having a properly drafted medical and financial power of attorney, you can make sure that the individuals you have selected can make a medical or financial decision in the event of your incapacity. Estate planning tip number 3, plan for your long-term care. The majority of Americans will end up on long-term care. Kiana, do you want to guess what the average cost is for a 1-month stay in a nursing home?
Oh my God, I don't know, $1,000?
It usually runs between $5,000 and $10,000 per month. Many families will see their estate dwindle. Others will see their estates completely wiped out because of the cost of long-term care. By working with an estate planning attorney, you can reduce or eliminate the cost of your long-term care. Estate planning tip number 4, plan for the possibility of having a disabled family members. And I'm seeing this more and more with clients who are coming to me with children and grandchildren that have some type of disability. When creating your trust, your revocable trust, it is imperative that you have a standby special needs trust. And Kiana, we include this in pretty much every revocable trust plan that we create. So if you ever have a child or grandchild that is either disabled or becomes disabled, the special needs trust is going to make all the difference in the world between that child being able to continue with their current standard of living or having to spend down their entire inheritance down to around $2,000 and then live off government benefits their entire life. The special needs trust will allow them to enjoy those funds, but the government's not going to see that as an eligible resource which they have to use up in order to continue to receive government funds. And finally, estate planning tip number 5, work with a professional. As I mentioned, nowadays, there's a variety of online and do-it-yourself resources available for individuals looking to create an estate plan. However, I can say I've spoken with far too many families that have had to spend thousands or tens of thousands of dollars cleaning up a mess which could have easily been avoided had the family just sought the proper guidance. When it comes to creating an estate plan, it's well worth the time it takes to meet with a professional who can guide you through the process to make sure there's a smooth transition of assets for your family after you pass away.
Thank you so much, Blake. And yes, I mean, you sold me on this. You are now my estate planner. So I'm super fortunate about this. And you guys at home, don't delay this. I know this is something that people don't want to think about. As humans, we want to just live forever. We don't want anything bad to happen to us. I know I delayed it way too long. So I'm super grateful for Blake for actually helping me through this. but do it. Do it today. Like literally do it today, because we have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. If you like this video, of course, go ahead and like it. You need to share this with your spouse, mom, dad, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts. Everybody needs to see this. So share along, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Invest Diva movement. Before we get to the next questions, because we are getting a ton of questions from our students over here, I need a silly face from you.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't prepared with my silly face.
I know. Go for it. That's a silly face. All right. Thank you.